Oh, Meghan Markle, the master of showing up uninvited, the champion of "I promise they wanted me there," has struck again. This time at Paris Fashion Week, playing her go-to character. "I was definitely invited, you guys." Plot twist, she wasn't. The Balenciaga designer, who Meghan's team tried to call her close friend, basically threw her under the fashion train quicker than a stylist ditching old season shoes. In a recent interview, he politely shared that Meghan wasn't really on the guest list. No fancy invitation, no designer calling. Nope, she sent him a text and asked to come. That's right. Meghan slid into his messages like a wannabe influencer asking for free breakfast. According to Pierpaolo Piccioli, "Meghan and I met some years ago, and we've been texting ever since. She reached out and said she'd love to come to the show. There was no plan or big arrangement." Translation: Girl invited herself. This wasn't some royal fashion win. There was no $1 million appearance check. Balenciaga didn't bring her in on a fancy plane. She bought her own ticket, called it a surprise, and ended up in the cheap seats while real Alistairs walked past her like she wasn't even there. She wanted a Met Gala vibe, but got the Fashion Week version of showing up to your ex's birthday party without being asked. The designer didn't even tell anyone she was coming. Not because it was some big secret surprise, because honestly, nobody gave a damn. And the PR story, her team tried to make it sound like Balenciaga had asked her to bless them with her company. But the designer calmly shut that down like, "Nah, girl. She texted me. That's not an invite." That's a desperate move. Balenciaga's damage control was as obvious as a bright light. They basically said she invited herself, but sure, let's not cause drama. Which is exactly what happens when someone shows up to your wedding without an invite, and you just let them sit in the back row. What makes it even more hilarious is Meghan's track record. She loves to surprise people. Except the surprises are more like awkward moments where everyone's thinking, wait, who told her about this? She's out here texting every designer from Paris to Milan, hoping someone messes up and says, "Sure, come through." Balenciaga took the bait, and now they're probably feeling regretful. This is typical Meghan. PR first, reality way behind. Her team spins a fairy tale. Special invite, VIP service, custom outfits. While the real story is she texted a guy she met years ago, asked for an invite, and got a last-minute seat. And the designer, you can basically hear him trying to distance himself mid-interview. No plan, no arrangement. Translation: I didn't want this drama. Let's not act like she's the inspiration of Balenciaga now. This wasn't a carefully planned fashion moment. This was Meghan showing up like surprise and the entire front row just shrugging together. So Meghan Markle, fashion legend in her head, crashed another event. The designer revealed the truth. The PR story fell apart and Paris Fashion Week moved on totally unfazed.